Please read the disclaimer. Is the crypto market finally heating up? Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, money makers. We're going to talk about XRP, about altcoins, about Bitcoin, what's happening with the US situation, all the latest and the greatest. All I ask from you is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smash that like button again. Let's try to get 1,000 likes on this video. You guys have been doing amazing. I really appreciate it. And let's get into it. So currently XRP is sitting at $2.06, up 2.21% on the day. We have Bitcoin at 91,300, Ethereum at 3,100, Solana at 133. Very interestingly, we do have the top dogs up a smidge, right? The top 4 or 5 cryptos. But where the real movement has happening, if you take a look here, and you see the top 100 on average is up 4%. And yet the top 5 are not moving. We're seeing big movements from Bonk and Pepe and Floki and Render and World Liberty Finance. So these assets that are, you could call them lower cap, maybe meme coins, are moving a lot right now. Okay. And in the past, this has been a precursor to bigger movements in the total market where these assets, especially Bonk, because I have been tracking this for a while, previously back in July, one of the movers that was happening prior to when XRP ran up in the 2 weeks before was Bonk. So this could be something that to watch out for because Bonk has front run the market before. And you can see here, if we go back to what happened in July, you can see that in June already, Bonk started its run. And then if you take a look here, right, when XRP started running, so this was around July 6th, 7th, somewhere around that, it started running, whereas Bonk had already front run this and had been up, a significant amount prior to that, right? So you can see here, this was already July 6, 7 when XRP started running, and Bonk was already up about 70% into that. And then it continued the run up when everything else was running up from mid-July there. So it is a very interesting situation here for XRP, again, up 2.6% currently. A little bit concerning is that we are at the top of the stochastic RSI. We were not able to finish, by the way, on the daily chart above the 1348, or so this is the 48 EMA, sorry. We did not do that for XRP, but today, if everything continues in this manner, we will. Sunday fun day can be problematic. We've seen many times a Sunday move that gets returned, right? So we could see 2, 3, 4, 5%, and then it sells off into Monday morning. So we need to be very careful with this. If you are day trading, if you are very high leverage, okay, just be very careful with that. My leverage position, I have multiple leverage positions that are, a little bit more risky. And those, I tend to keep to myself because I don't want people doing some things that I do. Maybe you can do more risk than me, but what I am showing, right, is these lower leverage plays, right? Because when you do them, listen, there's always risk in leverage. Of course, we've seen this in the past. But right now, I have these 2 positions. So the XRP one is up 40%, 41%, and the Bitcoin position is up 13.4%. And they're on low leverage, 3x and 5x, okay? And we did buy earlier when we had the dip, right? So we opened up the position at 186 when XRP was at 186 and 199. Okay, and Bitcoin around 86 and 87,000. So we're still up, here on the positions very nicely. And again, it wasn't a large leverage, so I gave myself a lot of wiggle room there. When you have the high leverage, then you could potentially, if things go negative, then it's, if you're using, let's say 10x or 30x or 50x, even a 1% movement or 2% movement can get you liquidated. And that's usually when we see all these big numbers. on the liquidation map, it's coming from these high leverage plays. Okay, so you need to be very careful. But if you are interested in trading with BYDFI, you can do so using my link in the description down below. I'll put it in the pinned comment as well. You can get through my website, or there's the direct link. I'll put it in the pinned comment. And if you do sign up using my link, we have these supercharges where you deposit and you get these bonuses. And if you are in the whale traders group, in this, the amounts, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, then you can get access to our special whale group. You join the free Telegram group, and then you can get access from there. So link is in the description down below. Please, please, please trade responsibly. Okay. And yes, you can make a lot of money with leverage right now in this situation, but we need to be very careful because we've seen in the past, even low leverage got liquidated on October 10th. Hopefully we don't have another event like that, but we need to take that into consideration. Okay. Again, link is in the description down below. If you use my link, I will get a commission. So thank you for that. And please trade responsibly. So if we're taking a look here at XRP flipped totally to the blue, right, or to the green. Remember, we had all the short-term moving averages were in the red. It was a strong sell, and now we're seeing here on TradingView, most of them turned blue, and only the 100-day and 200-day are still in the red. And all the oscillators are either neutral or in the buy. So again, we talked about this. Very, very fast, things can change, right? We might be looking at the current situation saying, it looks dire, or, when we were here, we were done at 186, 185, and there was like no action and nothing was going on. And then, very, very fast, you get that crossover on the 1348 EMA on the 4-hour chart, and suddenly you're up 11.4%. And again, if you are using leverage, that could turn into 40%. Okay, so it's very, very, very important to remember that the crypto market can flip like that very, very fast. And you continue to watch the videos, you continue to participate, you continue to learn. What's going to happen is there's going to be all these people that took, the 3-4 weeks off at the end of the year, and then they're going to be surprised that they missed out on the run that. Again, maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. Again, I'm not a prophet. I don't know exactly how the market is going to play out. As always, this video is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very, very important. Also, remember that I will never contact you on social media asking you to sign up to anything or to send me anything. Those are scammers. Those are imposters. I just reported 3 Twitter accounts last night. Twitter is very good, or X, in closing them. Other social media platforms a little bit harder, but Twitter is actually kind of easy to close them down. So I found 3 more, and I send the requests. And so just be very careful out there. My only official things are here. Anybody else, it's not me. There's people from countries that I won't name, but they're trying to scam you. So just be very, very careful out there. Okay. So if we go back to what's happening, we have seen, the market recover after last night a little bit, where we had, Friday was very, very good. And then we had that whole situation with the US taking Maduro, and the market kind of freaked out a smidge, a tiny bit. And people were like, whoa, maybe it's going to get a little bit dicey. But now this morning, we're already seeing, assets go up big. Like I said, Bonk and Floki, and even Pepe is continuing to run SHIB, right? Pepe, wow, it's up. Ooh-wee, right? Pepe is going banana here, up 60% in 3 days. So there's movers in the market. And most people are still sitting on the sidelines. They're still out. They're not here. They're not taking advantage of everything that's happening. So, just be very careful out there. Again, some moves that maybe are good for you are not good for me, and some moves that are good for me are not good for you. So just be very careful out there. Again, it depends how old you are, how much money you have for your disposal, right? Money that you can afford to lose and things like that. Every single person is different, and that's why I am very, very careful with that. So we'll see how the market reacts here in the next coming days. But we're continuing to hear the big dogs, come into the market. Now we have Schwab that just confirmed what crypto has been waiting for. Charles Schwab, a firm with 11 trillion in assets and one of the largest investor bases in the world, said they are already custody more crypto ETF assets than anyone else, and are actively working toward launching spot cryptos in the next month. So on their platform, right, people are buying the BlackRock ETF, the Fidelity ETF, right? And so they're seeing these numbers and they're like, wow, we should have created our ETF as well. right? They're giving the fees to everybody else. The fact that they custody doesn't mean that they're making fees off of that, right? So now they feel kind of left out, and this is a big deal. But the real signal is demand. During the last crypto uptick, traffic to Schwab's crypto pages surged 400%, and 70% of those videos were new prospects. When everyday investors finally get serious about crypto, they don't go hunting for new platforms. They go to the institutions they already trust. Schwab also explained why this is happening now. Regulatory changes remove the capital rules that made spot crypto impossible for firms like theirs. Those barriers are coming down, and Schwab says they are now clear path forward. Crypto is now plunging into the largest financial distribution network on the planet. When Schwab moves, the market structure changes, right? And this is again continue the thing and why the market is so why all the people that are positive on crypto are positive. Of course, there's always going to be negative, and I tell you this many times, like price action many times doesn't reflect the long-term prospect, right? So again, I told you when it was 183, and if it's 208, and if it's 3, I'm still looking at it in 3 different phases. Short term, medium term, and long term. Long term, I really don't care about the price action right now, right? It doesn't matter. If you are potentially saying, okay, I'm going to hold this for 5, 10 years, it doesn't matter really what the price is now. If you are medium term, then it is important, the price action, and you have to take, a little bit more care of where it is and how it is and how you're approaching and what your plan is if this happens, if that happens. And day trading is like being a elite fighter, right? Or a NBA superstar, right? You have to be changing and moving and adapting, and the day trading, you have to be quick on your feet. You have to take advantage of momentum, take advantage of changes. Of course, always have goals and price targets and things like that. It's different. It's the elite of the elite. That's why there's only a very, very few that are successful long term, because it's so hard and it's so demanding. Okay, so it's totally different, and that's why when we were down here and it looked like the market is terrible, I wasn't getting sad. I wasn't getting depressed. Again, by the way, the fact that we broke out here doesn't mean that we're going to see XRP at 250 in the next week or so. Maybe it happens and maybe it doesn't. It's funny that people were hoping for triple digits on December 31st, but those people, they can say what they want. But I think I'm maybe one of the most realistic traders out there, investors, YouTubers, and I appreciate you continuing to join me and watching the videos. It's important. But again, we we haven't seen the alt season, right? We've had a few tickles, like back in June there, July. We had a few tickles, but we haven't really had like so many assets outside of Bitcoin. XRP hit a new high. Ethereum, I think, hit a new high, but it only touched it and sold off of that, right? So Ethereum made a new high and then sold off of that. So it's not like previous go arounds. And if you look, like for example, Bonk, so it did have that high back in in November of 24, but then it ran up in July and now it came back down, right? Of course, it had that massive October 23. Look. So there's always going to be places. Let's just look, Pepe was new. Pepe didn't participate in the 2021, but let's say Doge, for example, right? Up 6% today. Its high was at 72 cents. Now it's at 15 cents. So these assets are still far away from the highs. Does it mean that they will create new highs? No. But that's what the most of crypto investors and crypto traders are banking on, that is going to happen. Will it happen? We don't know. It could be. There were many assets that in 2017 made highs, and then in 2021 they didn't make new highs. It happens. So don't think that every single asset, if we do have a banana zone or a parabolic run, they will hit new highs. There's going to be new assets. There's going to be a new one. There's going to be something else so you have to take advantage of it and stay on your toes. Don't, be planted in the ground. That's very, very important sometimes, is to be dynamic. Okay. I wanted to talk about one other thing, but you know what? I'm going to leave you with a little bit more, a taste for more. So you tune into the video tonight. And we'll talk about that then. So don't forget to smash the like button. Check out the links to BYDFI in the description down below. If you want to start trading here today, maybe take advantage. Maybe we'll see a run. Maybe. We don't know, right? but we could. Drop a comment, 8 for infinity and beyond. And did we get 1,000 likes on this video? Now's the time to check if we did. If we didn't, it's up to you. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.